Hello everybody and welcome back to another thrilling episode of Parallel World Chat. We are very excited to be here on episode 6 and thank you so much for joining us. But before we get into anything else, let me introduce my first host. Hailing from the backwoods of Woodback Woods, it's the wild and crazy Mr. Bunny Rabbit, the Bunny Rabbit. Hey everybody, how you doing? Quesadilla. So the other morning my water turned off in my house and I didn't really know what to do anything about it, because I have like 700 kids and it's got, they need the water. But I got really frustrated instead, so I went around writing Larry's number on, like the glass of like bus stops. So instead of actually taking care of your water, you went around tagging Larry's number on walls. Yeah, I was just really frustrated, but I thought it would be hilarious if I just, wrote Larry's number around, and you know what, it got me in a better mood. I bet so many people are calling him. Well, let's find out if Larry has anything to say about that. And speaking of which, our next guest is the wild and really old Larry Fester, everyone.
There you go, you did it again. Every single time you introduce me on the show, you always have to bring up the idea that I am old.
Well, that's because I find it funny.
And I was wondering why I was getting so many phone calls. It's all because of Mr. Bunny Rabbit and he wrote my phone number everywhere on the walls. This is ridiculous. My phone has been blowing up. Oh, great. There it goes again. What's it this time? Hello?
Hi, I just saw a phone number on the wall and I just wanted to call and see what you're offering.
Don't call here again. I'm not offering you anything. Just lose my phone number. It was a mistake.
Oh, dude, that was hilarious. I bet that's happening so much.
That's not funny at all. Why don't you just pay your water bill and stop harassing me?
Anyways, moving on, we're going to let them figure that out, but we're going to get on to our next guest. It is actually the Beef.
Hi everybody, how you doing? My set got changed, so the internet cool guy is not here with me right now. He got sucked into a parallel warp.
Well, sometimes that happens in the parallel universe, you just get sucked in and sometimes you come back out and sometimes you don't. But I got good news today. Actually, Internet Cool Guy is going to be on the show later on today.
Is he okay? I really hope that he's doing alright. Please let me know if he's hurt.
He's not hurt. He's going to be on the show later on, so he's completely fine.
So the other day I was standing outside at the bus stop when I noticed my own phone number on the wall. But anyways, there was a guy standing there and he was singing Yankee Doodle. And I was like, who actually sits around and sings Yankee Doodle?
Though what I love about this is that you saw your own phone number up on the wall, you did not think about it. But anyways, any person that's out there singing Yankee Doodle, you have to be a sociopath.
That's not even a good song. I don't even understand why anybody would spend their time walking down the sidewalk going Yankee Doodle.
Well, he took a ride to town on a pony and he stuck a feather in his hat, and he somehow called it macaroni.
Then that doesn't even make sense. You don't put a feather in your hat and then call it like a meal.
Definitely a way to stay single for the rest of your life. Just get at the bus stop and start singing like kids' lullabies.
That's weird. I don't like it. You gotta be kidding me. Not again. Hello? Who is it?
Hi, this is Pheramo Health Insurance, and we just wanted to double check with your plan.
Mind your own business. I don't need no health insurance. Why don't you just leave me alone and get rid of my phone number?
Oh, dude, that is hilarious. It's still doing it. Oh, that's as funny as that time that you got that billless hat and you thought it actually looked good.
And that's not funny. You said the hat actually looked good on me.
Dude, I just said that to see if you would keep wearing the hat. You look like some Tweedledee-Tweedledum from Alice in Wonderland. Well, I'm going to actually have you move on from your weird conversation that you're having, and I'm going to read a comment that we got from one of our fans out there. Your show sucks. Well, thank you so much for the feedback. We really appreciate it, and you taking the time to tell us that. But it looks time for our very first commercial break, so let's get right into that.
As a human, do you sometimes sit there and think, man, I really wish I was a dog? Losing sleep, trouble thinking, just completely too stressed out on being a human being.
Well, no longer are you going to have to feel like that, because now with the power of science, we have the ability to put you underneath surgical operation and turn you actually into a dog. You can do all the fun dog stuff that you love. We scan your brain going from this to a brand new mind of a dog. Whether you like riding in a car seat, jumping at your toys,
Way cool.
running in a grass field all by yourself, or just hanging out and kicking it old school. Either way, come on down now and get turned into a dog.
Results may vary. This week on Days of My Mother.
Where are you, honey? Are you in here? There's so much stuff everywhere. Are you feeling okay? Hun? What's the matter? You're gonna go to bed already?
I don't like the taste of water. It's bland. My mother's always telling me to drink water.
She's right though, and I thought we were gonna be romantic tonight.
How can I be romantic? All I could do is sit and think about my mom.
I'm sure I have a few ideas that can get your mind off of that. I have an idea. How about I take your shoes off, big boy? That's right, let me see those tennis shoes.
My mother bought me these shoes. I told her I didn't even need a pair, but she still bought them. My mother's always doing stuff like this. She's always getting into business that I don't need her into, you know. And now I got you over here taking off these shoes, and I'm over here again talking about her. It's like, it's all we ever talk about. And then there's just the peer pressures of everyday life, you know. Like, I just have so much on my plate. What am I supposed to do, hon? I can't handle this any longer. My mother is driving me crazy, you know? It's just, what do I do? At this rate, we're never gonna have a baby, and that's all you're ever talking to me about, you know?
Let me show you a trick with my mouth.
Days of My Mother. Saturdays at 7 p.m.
And we're back, everybody. Thank you so much for watching those commercials. They're always so wild each time, and I never know what they're actually going to be. But we're going to get on to our next segment here, and we're going to actually catch up with Internet Cool Guy, who went into a parallel universe, like Suckin', and now apparently he's brand new again. Hello, everybody, and thank you so much for having me back on the show. It feels great to be back alive.
I was really worried about you. I didn't know what happened. You were just here 1 second, and then next thing I know, you were gone. But I'm like so happy to see that you're okay. Yeah.
Thank you so much for the concern, the Beef. I really appreciate you and your love. Well, Internet Cool Guy, can you explain to us actually what happened to you? You seem to get sucked into a parallel, like a warp, and then now you are now human. That's right, I was just sitting there in the office, you know, because I was only a computer without legs, and then a bright light came flying through the window. It crashed right into my screen, and I just blew up into 100 billion molecules, and then now look at me. Now I have flesh.
Why does it always seem like everything is always happening to everybody else? Like, really good stuff is always happening to other people, and I'm over here always getting the shaft. Dude, Larry, don't make it all about you. Let the guy have his glory for a moment here. You know, he just went from being a computer, laying on a table all the time, and now the dude has got some legs, and you know, and he's got flesh. It is pretty incredible. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. You know, but last week when we did our show, I left the show afterwards, and I was starting to look up information about Scream 6, and apparently I clicked on the wrong link.
I was wondering what all that screaming was.
Well, now that you're human, are you having any difficulties? Are you enjoying it? What's it like? You know what? To be honest, it's a little bit overwhelming. You know, I have so much options now. I got 10 fingers, 10 toes, 2 legs. I can move around now. And this whole thing that's going on in between my legs is completely new. What you guys call it going to the bathroom, I've never experienced before, and I'm struggling. Dude, don't even worry about it. You know, these are gonna be some normal changes. You'll soon just get the hang of it. Then also just be very careful, because like sometimes if you sit down too fast, you might accidentally sit on one of your testicles, and it's not gonna feel good. Dude, Larry, I think that only happens to you. You don't know that. You don't know if one of these times he's gonna sit down, and maybe he sat on one of his testicles, and it like really hurt him, and he's gonna be sitting there thinking about, oh, Larry told me about this, you know, because the guy's never had a crotch in his life, and you're over here assuming that everyone has never done that. Well, I can tell you from personal experience that has never happened to me due to where they're lined up. I'm just saying, be careful, you know. You've been warned. Not again. Hello, who is it? Hey, dude, how's it going? I just wanted to call and tell you, you know, you're being ridiculous and you're the only person that sits on their testicles. That's Mr. Bunny Rabbit. What are you doing calling me? I'm on a show with you right now. Stop calling my phone. Dude, that's so funny. Oh my goodness. That's not funny at all. I'm just trying to help the guy out. I really appreciate it. I'm having all sorts of struggles, you know, just making facial expressions and swallowing food and digesting it. Then there's the whole bathroom part, walking, thinking about walking or not thinking about walking or even breathing. Yo, dude, that's pretty normal, you know. Breathing could be a big, huge difficulty. If you're not thinking about it, you know, not thinking about breathing, you just might stop breathing. That's not true. I'm not thinking about breathing all the time, and I'm pretty sure I'm breathing. Yeah, dude, that's because you got gills. Look at all those little wrinkles on your face. Aren't those gills?
I don't have gills. You're just messing with me.
I think Mr. Bunny Rabbit just like really likes you, and that's why he's always giving you a really hard time. And it's just because you're like his friend, and he just likes to pick and poke fun, you know?
Haha, you like me.
So, Internet Cool Guy, moving on, but what exactly are you going to want to do with all of this? You know, is there any awesome things that you want to go on and do once you figure out how to use your body?
I was thinking about taking a trip to Hawaii and doing a bunch of surfing and hit the waves.
That sounds so cool. I really want to go surfing too. I wonder if you could hold me and do it.
We should totally give that a try. That sounds like a lot of fun.
I'm sorry, did I upset you? You look really, really mad right now. I didn't mean to make you mad.
You're not making me mad at all, my little dude. I'm just having a difficulty controlling the expressions of my face.
Oh, okay.
I tried going surfing one time, and I was also in Hawaii. But everyone, I just kept thinking I was drowning every time I got into the water. Like I was surfing, and everyone said, hey, cool, he's surfing. But as soon as I actually got into the water, they all thought that I was drowning.
Dude, that totally reminds me. I was there with you, and it's not because you got in the water. It's because I kept telling everybody on the beach that if that old guy gets off his surfboard and he gets into the water, he's more than likely gonna drown, and we should all do something about it.
So that's why I got that fine from that lifeguard. I didn't even know that lifeguards give fines. I didn't even know that they would charge you to save your life. And I didn't even need it. They just pulled me out of the water, and I kept trying to tell them I'm trying to swim, but they insisted that I was struggling.
Well, I do appreciate all the advice, everyone. Thank you so much. It really means a lot, and I can't wait to get out there and go surfing.
I think it's gonna be a lot of fun to go surfing. I've never been in such a huge thing of water, because, like, I'm a cactus, and I obtain a lot of water in my body, but I'm not typically around a lot of it.
Well, we're very happy to have you back. You were barely even gone, but you are now actually back. And congratulations on being a human now. It's got to be really wild from being a computer that's completely programmed with code to a flesh body with consciousness and morality now. It's got to be exciting. But again, everybody, thank you so much for being on another episode of Parallel World Chat. We will be back next week on Saturday. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff that you do on Earth One social media. We really appreciate it, and we can't wait to come back for another one. If you'd like to get your name on an episode, please sign up for our subscription, and we would totally love you on there. We'll have all your names on there. I'm just rambling on now. Sorry, it just... so much stuff going on in my mind. Anyways, thank you all so much. We'll see you next week.